What's good, fam? What's good? NBA starts tonight. This is my Western Conference preview. Now, the Western Conference, in my opinion, is not as stacked and as loaded as it's been in previous years. Why? Because you got so many. You got teams that are in flux. This is what I mean by in flux. What is Portland doing with Dame and CJ McCollum? They're in flux. What is New Orleans doing with Zion? They're in flux. You know, you have LA if and when Kawhi comes back. They're in flux. I like Dallas. Can Porzingis give them a healthy season? If he can give them a healthy season, they can compete with anybody. But if not, it's going to be Luka piling up the stats and they lose in the first round. They're in flux. You know what I'm saying? So they're normally the West used to be 10 strong with 10 strong teams. I don't see the West that healthy this year. Teams that I see making the playoffs out of the West, I see Golden State. They're in flux. With Klay Thompson is coming back. You have the Mavericks. You have Utah. You have the Mavericks. They have Utah. Denver. Denver, who I like, but they're in flux. Jamal Murray's coming back. How healthy is he going to be this year? Will next year be the year? They just gave Michael Porter Jr. a ton of money, which I agree with. And you have Aaron Gordon. Is that going to hurt MPJ's development? The Joker, he just won MVP. They have so much talent. Can they defend? Can they defend better and come together as a unit? Because they have MVP caliber players. They have 3 players on that team who can win a series for you. They have 3 players on that team that could be possible MVP candidates. Yeah, Denver has that. Then you have the Lakers. I think ultimately this is going to be a train wreck. And I say that because of Russ. I like what they're trying to do, get back to what they did a couple of years ago, having the bigs dominate the paint. It's not all about shooting, but if you can limit the other teams to 1 shot while you're getting multiple shots, I understand this worked. They don't have the perimeter defense this year that they had a couple of years ago. They don't have that. Furthermore, the age in the roster, anybody goes down, significantly goes down, they're fucked. And this is a very distinct possibility. That's 2. Secondly, the perimeter defenses. The perimeter defense, they don't have the same defenders anymore. The age of the roster. And Russ, if you put the ball in his hands, which I think can help for certain things in the regular season, if you put the ball in his hands, you'll get some successes, especially him going to PNRs with him and AD. You can keep LeBron healthier, but you have to deal with his decision making. You got to deal with his stat padding. And here's the thing. Much of a stat padder Russ is, there's no bigger stat padder than LeBron James. I'm calling a spade a spade. It's just that his stat padding leads to wins. So it's accepted. It is what it is. I'm not hating. I'm just calling it what it is. I do think it's going to. I do see later in the season Russ being phased out. I don't think. One thing we've learned these last 5-10 years in this super team era, there's too much influx. I expect some major trades, and Lakers and Brooklyn are not finished products. This is not the finished product. Mark my words, this is not the finished product. Buyout season, who to get? This is not the finished product. Just wait. Phoenix, they paid everybody except for Ayton. you resign old man Chris Paul. I get it, but y'all don't want to give Ayton a contract. I don't think they don't want to give Ayton a contract. They don't want to give him a max contract. You know, Memphis, they just took care of Jaren Jackson. They expecting big things out of him. He didn't play much last year. Those are the teams that I think are making the playoffs. Outside of that, who knows? I feel I want to add one team to that. If I'm going to add one team to that, I will add Minnesota. Because you got a healthy Cat Towns, healthy D'Angelo Russell, the rookie they had last year, in a more watered down Western Conference. I'm not confident in New Orleans. I understand they got the new coaching. Let's see what happens. I actually like Minnesota. That's my take for the Western Conference. Who should come out of the Western Conference? Lakers are the easy pick, and I get it. If healthy, big question mark. If healthy, because this isn't as dominant, great at Western Conference as it used to be, and if they're healthy, the Lakers' top two guys are better than anyone else's. And like I told you, I think Russ will be phased out by the end of the year, possibly, because he can't really play well without the ball. The Lakers should come out of the Western Conference. That's my take. It's your boy, Urban Sports Guru. I'm out. Salute.